Bonjour, ça va? It's Tom Padula from TomPadulaTV on YouTube and Insegna Booksellers. And today is Friday, the 24th of March, 2023. And I come on again to present Language and Cultures series. And this is the turn of French and Spanish. Now, French, I actually teach, but Spanish I am learning. So I urge my adult students, potential ones, to come on and exercise your brain power, because learning a language really helps a lot, keeping our spirits alive. It's an individual sort of journey that you take on for a long time. So don't be in a hurry to learn something very quickly so that you then will forget it. But if it remains with you over time, then it actually becomes part of the skills that you have developed along the way, along with your other skills in other areas. So French is a beautiful, beautiful language, very complex in many ways. It has a lot of the grammar, the grammar part is very rich, a lot of exceptions, a lot of rules relating to it, but the grammar is not the language. The language is when you speak it, and to get to the speaking part, you need to listen to it first, then you need to do a lot of reading, and specifically read aloud, then you start using those words from the reading part and the singing part, the songs, and you develop your own word bank. Don't forget, you got the nouns and the adjectives there along there, but there is also the verbs. Now the verbs are, because they're conjugations there abound. You need to learn them off, but you don't have to get to everything straight away. I said it's a journey. So you start with the present tense, use the words, and start writing simple sentences. Once you do that, then you get yourself ready, prepared to actually speak the language. And, your reading part, especially if you like a bit of theatre, the sketches, and they all help. Sketches, poetry, singing, meeting in a group over coffee or, wine, le vin, rouge. So that's the way to do it. It's not a simple exercise. It's something that needs consistency. That's all. So you're in 5 minutes each day when you get up, and you do it. Don't worry about how fast you're going to get there and if and when it'll happen. Your brain has got enough power in there to allow French to come into it alongside your first language. Now, after that, I thought to myself, yeah, Tom, how do you learn a language again? And so that's why I now have introduced Spanish as well. And can I say that since last year, a few months ago, and I haven't received any lessons, but of course I know what to do in terms of learning another language. What have I done? I've sort of started to sing the songs, and they're pleasant. So, and then you start learning a few words. Then you learn another song. Then you start reading. That's what I've done. But just the words, yes, and also the more challenging material, because I'm an adult. I don't have to be pushed into everything that others want me to do. I want to do it myself, and that's important. So I've done that, and now I find myself, struggling with memorizing a lot of words, because I haven't started to talk to myself in Spanish. Hablo español, no. So you have to learn the verbs, etc., etc. So here we are. We've got another Another minute to go for my presentation. And this is, I said, Friday the 24th of March 2023, and it's lesson number 52. Lesson number 52. So we're getting there. Today we're going to do more, what do I say? More prepositions, because that's what we did last week. More prepositions. Ah, that's interesting. What do I say? 16. Yeah. That's it. That's it. I've done it. Now, we are on our way. On our way. It's 11:29, and today I'm going to, build up our word bank in French. And it's going to be the turn of le bord de la mer. Okay? Spot on 11:30. So here we go. Listening first, no? Le bateau à voile, la mer, la rame, le phare, la pelle, le seau, l'étoile de mer, le château de sable, la mouette, le drapeau, le crabe, le marin, le chapeau de paille, la bouée, l'île, le porte, le transat, le hors-bord, le ski nautique, le parasol, l'âne, le pétrolier, le bateau à rame, le maillot de bain, la corde, le bateau de pêche, la pagaie, le filet, les algues, les palmes, les rocheurs, le ballon, les galets, le canoë, le navire, la falaise, le coquillage, les vagues. Wow, some of the words, I'm going to struggle with the translation, of course, but you have your phone there and you can look it up, or you can buy a dictionary, and the dictionary gives you a lot more information. It's slower, but your brain retains it better when you do buy a dictionary. Why do I say that? Well, maybe there's a bit of self-interest in there. I have Insegna booksellers, we sell books in languages, and if anyone wants anything, call me up first or send me an email and tell me what you need. And I'll make the suggestions about what you can do to learn a language, depending on where you are with it. Whether you're a beginner, some language, are you intermediate or advanced? Doesn't matter. I can be of assistance in whichever way. Okay, so let's have a look now at le bord de la mer. Here we go. Le bateau à voile, la mer, la rame. I'm not going to say the English, because otherwise, I'll embarrass myself with some of the words. Le phare, la pelle, le seau, l'étoile de mer, le château de sable, la mouette, le drapeau, le crabe, le marin, le chapeau de paille, la bouée, l'île, le porte, le transat, that's interesting, le hors-bord, that's, you got the boat, le hors-bord, le ski nautique, Le parasol. L'âne. What's the âne doing near the border of de la mer? You must, never know. In some places, they do have a few of them, going on the beach. Okay. Le pétrolier. Le bateau à rame. Le maillot de bain. La corde. Le bateau de pêche. La pagaie. Le filet. Les algues. Les palmes. Notice the difference. Les algues, the A, there causes me to, say les algues, the S, but in les palmes, the S is not pronounced. Les rocheurs, le ballon, les galets, le canoë, le navire, la falaise, le coquillage, les vagues. That's it. There's a beautiful picture here about all this. You can draw one up if you want. Get your children to do it for you. Welcome to Sunda Lombardi. So that was the word bank that we develop as we go along. Now, with the word bank, of course, if you want to make some sentences, we have to get to the verb eventually, but I'm not going to do the verb in this particular series. The verb will come in the next series, series 2, because when I get to lesson number 60, I'm going to stop and call this first part series 1, French and Spanish, series 1. And then we'll continue, but after that, I intend to free myself from a particular time during the day, like today. I had to rush here. I'll do them when I can. I might do a few of them in a row, and then you'll be able to come on my Facebook page or YouTube, where I pass them on, or insegna.com. Insegna.com, you go to the blog section, etc., etc. And then there's also more of it, but we won't talk about it now. Now we are going to do the prepositions. And where did we go to last time? Last time we were here. The prepositions. Here we go. Okay. The prepositions are, in this case here, because we said we did before, for contraction, definite article with the preposition a and de, etc., etc. Dans, en, in, into. Dans, en, in, into. Dans is always used with an article. En is rarely used with an article. Dans la classe, on peut pas fumer. In the class, one cannot smoke. Nous sommes en classe. Nous allons en ville. So, nous sommes en classe, nous allons en ville, but dans la classe. Dans is used to indicate place more precisely than à or en, and often means à l'intérieur, the inside. En ville, dans la ville, inside. En classe, dans la classe de français, in the French class. Est-ce qu'elle est à l'école? Is she at school? Oui, elle est en classe. Oui, elle est dans la classe de chimie. Yes, she is in chemistry class. Il est à la maison. Is he at home? Oui, il est dans la cuisine. Yes, he is in the kitchen. Now, with these phrases here, you can actually make sentences. Est-ce qu'elle est à l'école? You can ask this question. Est-ce qu'elle est à l'église? Est-ce qu'elle est dans la cuisine? Etc., etc. Oui, elle est en classe. oui, elle est dans la classe de chimie. But if she's not, you would say, oui, elle ne pas, n'est pas dans la classe de chimie. Ne pas is non. Il est à la maison. He's in the house. Oui, il est dans la cuisine. But he's in the kitchen. Dans, D-I-N-S, can indicate the place in which a thing can be found. L'enfant met du chocolat dans la bouche. The child puts chocolate in his mouth. Dans la bouche. Elle met l'argenterie dans les sacs. Elle met les sacs dans le tiroir. So she puts, argenterie, silverware, in a bag in a bag, and she then puts them in the drawer. There's no translation here, so it's fine. When the verb prendre, dans means out of. Prendre. Prenez $2 dans mon sac. Pick up $2 from my bag. Or take $2 out of my bag. So that's dans is en, in, into. That's what that means. Dans it means in, on means into. Dans is used with streets and avenues, but sur is used with the names of rural routes and boulevards. The verb habiter can be followed directly by the street name without the article. What does this mean in practice? Il habite dans l'avenue à côté. Elle habite dans la rue à côté. Nous habitons sur la route 11. L'école est sur le boulevard Saint-Michel. Il habite avenue Foch, ou il habite dans l'avenue Foch. Or Foch, not sure. Probably it's Foch, more German. Foss. Chez, C-H-E-Z. To, at the house of, or at someone's place. Chez Tom's. My place. At Tom's. Chez is used with a person's name, a pronoun, a person's profession or business, a group or society. Allons-nous chez Insegna? Let's go to Insegna. Nous allons chez Insegna. À acheter des livres, to buy some books. This how you sort of begin to formulate these sentences here. Nous irons chez Marie vendredi soir. Nous irons, we shall go. That's where the verbs come in. We shall go chez Insegna. Le vendredi prochain, next Friday, pour acheter des livres et parler avec Tom. There you are. I've done a long sentence. Il viendra chez moi samedi. Il viendra. Instead of saying il viendra chez moi samedi, nous chantons, nous chanterons chez moi samedi. We shall sing at my place on Saturday. J'achète du pain chez le boulanger. J'achète du pain chez le boulanger. Instead of saying le boulanger, j'achète le pain chez Coles. Coles est sur la route vers Bell Street. You're sort of making it up as you go along. And then, je vais chez le médecin demain. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. Chez le français, on mange bien. When you go to French restaurants or French families, chez les Français, on mange, one eats well. In French homes. But, chez les Français, it's not homes, it's the French. So I would have said, you know, not just homes, but also anywhere else. Chez can also mean in a person's work, figuratively speaking. Chez cet auteur. Chez cet auteur. Chez cet auteur qui s'appelle Tom. It's, you know, in this author's work, in this author whose name is Tom, etc., etc. And then you say, il y a beaucoup d'ironie. He has a lot of irony in his work. That's how it is. Chez is also used in the following expressions. Faites comme chez vous. Do it as you please, like you were in your own place. Faites, je fais, tu fais, il fait. Nous faisons, vous faites, il fait. Ils faisons. So, the actual verb then will get the sentence, proper sentence in French. And if you are learning, you know, my suggestion is to learn, say, the present tense, and don't worry about the rest until you've conquered the present tense. Then you can go to the imperfect tense, whichever one you want to learn. It doesn't matter, as long as you learn it and you retain it. You have to retain it in your brain. It's like the tables. If you don't know your tables, you know, multiplication, division, all those things become very hard for you. These are things that you have to learn. They're the basis of the language, but all other subject areas too have certain rules and regulations that you need to follow in order to improve what you're learning. So chez is also used in the following expression: faites comme chez vous. Make yourself at home, or do as you do at home. Chez vous, tout va bien. Everything is well with you. Beautiful. Now, complete the following sentences with the prepositions. There's a little exercise there, which I'm not going to do. But if you come to me and just say, I want, you know, what are you doing? Which books should I use? And this is where I am at, and that's what I want to be, and that's where I want to be with French in 2 years' time, etc., etc. Okay, so the preposition that they wanted to use is à, de, dans, en, chez, et sur. Those are the ones that we've done so far in this particular section. Now we're going to go to the prepositions with the geographical names. Because last week I wanted to do more of this, but I didn't. So this week I've decided that I will just explain it and use it as I go along. And that's it. Then in order for you to pick up on what I'm saying, you might have to listen to the same program a few times. Prepositions with geographical names. With names of places, à can mean in, at, or to a place. The prepositions à is used before the names of most cities. Il va à Paris. Elle est à Genève. So he's going to Paris, he's going to Geneva. The names of some cities contain a definite article. À la is used before feminine nouns, and au is used before masculine nouns. Elle va à la Havane. She goes to Havana. Ils sont débarqués au Havre. They landed in Le Havre. The preposition à is also used with masculine names of small islands. Before feminine nouns of few small islands, the definite article la is included before the name. So, à Chypre, à Cuba, à Haïti, à Madagascar, à la Guadeloupe, à la Martinique, à la Réunion. These are all islands. See also en below, en, en. One always says en route pour, on the way to, or passer par, or go through. With the names of a place, one can use pour after the verb partir, but more often à, en, and ver replace pour, often. So replacement. For example, en route pour Marseille, elle est elle s'est arrêtée à Lyon. On the way to Marseille, she stopped in Lyon. Elles ont passé par l'Allemagne et la France. They went through. They're women, elles, plural. They passed through Germany and France. Je suis parti à la Martinique, ou pour la Martinique. I left for Martinique. On. The preposition on is used with names of feminine countries or continents. Almost all names of countries ending in a mute E are feminine, exception le Mexique. Le Mexique. Le Mexique. So, je vais en France. Nous irons en Afrique. Nous sommes en Europe. I'm going to France. We are going to France. We are in Europe. With names of American states and Canadian provinces, on is used if the French form of the noun ends in E or IE. It's also used with Ontario and Saskatchewan. En Californie, en Pennsylvanie, en Floride, en Nouvelle-Écosse, en Colombie-Britannique, en Ontario, en Saskatchewan. But au Nouveau-Mexique, au Nouveau-Brunswick, à Terre-Neuve, Finland. Au Québec, au Manitoba, à l'île du Prince-Édouard. On is used before the names of some small islands. En Corse, en Islande, en Nouvelle-Guinée, en Sardaigne. O, the preposition o is used with masculine countries and means in or to. Elle va au Mexique. Nous sommes au Canada. So she's going to Mexico, we are in Canada. Elle va au Danemark. Danemark. It's going to Denmark. Il va au Portugal. It's going to Portugal. The preposition au is used with États-Unis, since the word is plural. New York est aux États-Unis. Dans. The preposition dans, in, at, or to is used before names of continents qualified by another expression. Nous irons dans l'Amérique du Sud. We are going to South America. In spoken language, on may be used with names of continents. Nous allons en Amérique du Sud. We are going to South America. But if you're writing, nous irons dans l'Amérique du Sud. When the name of a city or country is accompanied by a complement or an adjective, dans le, l'apostrophe la or les is used instead of on. J'aimerais vivre dans la France du 21e siècle. J'aimerais. Nous allons voyager dans toute la France. Ils vont dans l'Italie du Nord. Dans le, l'apostrophe is used with masculine nouns of most French and Canadian provinces and American states. Dans l'État de, dans la province de, dans le territoire de are also used. Dans le Vermont, dans le Colorado, dans l'État de Vermont. Dans le territoire du Yukon. But au Nouveau-Mexique, au Nouveau-Brunswick, à Terre-Neuve, au Québec, dans la province de Québec. How are we going here? Doing pretty well. So I said I was going to do quite a lot. Wow, I've actually done more. That's good. Okay, so de is used to mean from, of, and is used many times without the definite article before the names of feminine countries, provinces and states, and masculine countries beginning with a vowel. Il est de Paris, elle revient d'Angleterre. Il étudie l'histoire de France. Je viens de Californie. Je suis venu à Paris pour étudier l'histoire de France. I came to Paris, I made that up straight away. So you can use these sentences here to create your own words. Now, you can't just speak them straight away. Use them in writing first. Listen, read, write. The speaking will come. You have to have faith in it. Paris est la capitale de la France. That's easy to learn. Paris est la capitale de la France. Canberra est la capitale de l'Australie. Boston est la capitale des États-Unis, etc., etc. Okay, I got to, not bad. Okay, that's enough for this week. We've done plenty. I've actually done more than I wanted to do, which last week I did less of what I wanted to do, and today I did more. I wonder why. Well, because probably I'm feeling good, and I've used the system. I've used the system, or I'm just reading it, taking it easy, and hoping that you will listen to this particular program a few times before next time, which will be, the next lesson. Now we're going to go to Conte Sympathique. Where are we? Conte Sympathique. Because don't forget, we're reading from the book. That's what, people do when they teach. Here, the Conte Sympathique. We're doing this book here. And it could be any book. Doesn't matter. It's teacher's choice. If you want, you can have a meeting for a few months and decide which one you want. I personally use whatever there is. That's the way. This one here is un chirurgien éminent. Now, will I do what I normally do? I would like to read it easily, but I'm going to show you the words so that you pick it up. Otherwise, you just there listening to me, not enough for this particular activity. So here we go. Un chirurgien éminent. J'ai passé mes vacances à Saint-Jean-de-Luz, dans le Pays basque. Le Pays basque, notice, dans le Pays basque. Ce n'était pas loin de l'Espagne. Et j'avais toujours voulu voir une course de taureaux. Je m'imaginais les costumes aux couleurs brillantes du spectacle qui oppose l'homme à l'animal. Ainsi, donc, un après-midi très chaud, je faisais la queue devant le guichet à la reine de Saint-Sébastien. La vendeuse m'a demandé si je voulais un billet soleil et ombre ou ombre. Un étranger m'a aidé à choisir la meilleure place. C'était le docteur Padula, le fameux chirurgien qui se passionne pour la corrida. If you learn this, read this aloud in the morning, you learn to read, and you don't have to understand everything. Moi, je prends toujours soleil et ombre, m'a-t-il expliqué. De cette façon, je profite du soleil pour la première partie et de l'ombre pour la seconde moitié de la corrida. Si vous voulez, monsieur, nous nous assiérons ensemble pour que je puisse vous expliquer les détails difficiles de cet acte. The corrida, it's called art. Well, nous venions de trouver nos places quand le défilé a commencé. Tout de suite, j'ai remarqué une grande transformation dans le visage de mon nouvel ami. Avant le spectacle, il était tranquille, mais maintenant il devenait émotionnable. Il a sévèrement critiqué les toréadors maladroits. Le matador essayait de tuer le taureau avec son épée, mais il n'y a pas réussi. Je ne me sentais pas bien en voyant la reine couverte de sang. Mon ami s'est mis en colère et j'ai pensé qu'il allait attaquer lui-même tous les toréadors. Welcome to Angela Imola. Tuez-le, a-t-il crié. Tuez le matador. pas le taureau. Ce n'est pas un matador, c'est un bûcheur. Coupez-lui les oreilles, pas celles du pauvre taureau, mais celles du matador. Did you understand that? Cut the man's ears, not the taureau. Le médecin a fait de même pour les 7 taureaux de l'après-midi. Comme il était agité, fâché, féroce, quand je me suis levé pour partir, je me suis blessé le doigt à un clou dans le banc. Oh God. He hurt his finger on a nail. Ah well, le doigt à un clou dans le banc. Voyant la petite blessure, mon ami a pâli et le grand chirurgien s'est évanoui. Quand il est revenu à soi, je lui ai demandé « Qu'est-ce qui vous est arrivé, docteur? Êtes-vous malade ?» D'une voix faible, il a confessé « Mon vieux, je vais vous révéler un grand secret. Je ne peux pas supporter la vue du sang humain. De temps en temps, quand je pense au docteur Padula, je ne peux pas croire qu'il soit vraiment chirurgien. » And so that's it. So the story goes here, they went, guy was there at a corrida in Spain, and he met a surgeon who helped him with the tickets going inside. And inside they went to the place where the sun and shadow. And then when the corrida started, the guy, the surgeon became a doctor, two characters. He started becoming really nasty, especially towards not towards the animals, but towards those who were trying to kill them, the matadors. And then and this went on for 7 of the corridas for the afternoon. And then right at the end, as they were moving out, our friend hit his finger on a nail, and it started to bleed. When it started to bleed, the surgeon fainted, and then he confessed. They said, "I can't stand seeing human blood," but he loved the blood of the animals. Well, Annie Calvis is watching. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, very good. Okay, well, that's it. Now, the exercises, you can see here, again, if you're learning French, here, they're the exercises here, which I'm not going to do. And my suggestion is when you read too, you started to summarize what you read in French in English, so that you can, start understanding what you read. But if you can't, the other thing is to actually translate this particular little story with a couple of friends, so that you can all look up the words together. And then you can read it again afterwards. It's a good exercise, this one here. And now, after this, we have, well, I haven't done any songs. 12:02. Well, we'll do a song. I did this yesterday with Dora Marquez. I did La Vie en Rose on my Facebook page. But it'll come not straight away, because I'm putting up my songs one at a time. And I put this morning, I put up A Pizza, the pizza song. Ok, La Vie en Rose. Des yeux qui font baisser les miens, un rire qui se perd sur sa bouche, voilà le portrait sans retouche de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une pacte de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, la juré pour la vie. Et dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat. Only half a song, because we want to remember. Non, rien de rien, non, je ne regrette rien, ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien, non, je ne regrette rien. C'est payé, balayé, oublié, je me fous du passé. Avec mes souvenirs, j'ai allumé le feu, mes chagrins, mes plaisirs, je n'ai plus besoin de balayer les amours. Avec le trémolos, balayer pour toujours, je repars à zéro. And I'm not going to finish that either. Allez, venez, milord, vous asseoir à ma table. Il fait si froid dehors, ici c'est confortable. Laissez-vous faire, milord, et prenez bien vos aises, vos peines sur mon cœur, et vos pieds sur une chaise. Je vous connais, milord, vous ne m'avez jamais vu. Je suis qu'une fille du porte, qu'une ombre de la rue. Pourtant, j'y vous effolé, quand vous passiez hier, vous n'étiez pas peu fière, dame, le ciel vous comblait, votre foulard de soie, flottant sur vos épaules, vous aviez le beau rôle, honoreux, dit le roi. Vous marchiez en vainqueur, au bras du demoiselle, mon Dieu, qu'elle était belle. It's a good time to stop. I could sing those songs there. I know now. Then we'll do, next time we'll do Salvatore Adamo, etc. Because I've gone past 12 o'clock, and should I do some? We've got to do the Spanish, otherwise, Spanish feels a little bit left out. So, with the Spanish again, there are new songs that I've started. I've got quite a few of them actually in Spanish. There's Volare here. Let me see if I can. Yeah, Lisa de los Ojos Azules. In Italian, it's Lisa dagli occhi azzurri. Let's see how I'll go with this one here. Lisa, ya no eres tú, la jovencita de la mirada azul. Silencio entre los dos, quisiera hablarte, pero te vas. Y sin embargo, hasta ayer me la amaste, amor, tú. En tus pensamientos, hoy ya no me tienes más. Allí empezó nuestro amor que terminó. Lisa, ya no eres tú, la jovencita de azul mirar. La primavera ha pasado, quién sabe la vida comienza así. Amor que viene del viento, se va para siempre y no vuelve más. So they want to talk to me whilst I'm doing my lesson. I can't do that. Lessons number 1. A las puertas del sol. Tenía un alma así límpida y pura, que quizás por miedo allí no he hecho nunca amor. Buscaba las escalas más extrañas del mundo, en cambio se legaba a ti por claros senderos, y ahora que siento tu cuerpo cercano, en la oscuridad te pido llevarme contigo. A las puertas del sol, a los confines del mar, cuántas veces con el pensamiento te he levado junto a mí, y en la oscuridad soñaba tu mano liguera, cada puerto que se abría me parecía primavera. A las puertas, no, that's, it's quite a long one. A las puertas, no, So these are the ones that I'm trying to learn. And this one here too. Volare. Pienso che un sueño parecido no volverá paz y me pintaba las manos y la cara de azul y de improviso el viento rápido me elevó y me hizo volar en el cielo infinito. Volare, oh, cantare, oh, nel blu dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. Y volando, volando, feliz, yo me encuentro más alto que el sol. Y mientras que en el mundo se alea despacio de mí, una música dulce se ha tocado solo para mí. Volare, oh, cantare, oh, nel blu dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. Pienso que un sueño parecido no volverá más y me pintaba las manos y la cara de azul. Y de improviso el viento rápido me elevó y me hizo ir a volar en el cielo infinito. So that's Domenico Modugno in the Spanish. Anything else I've got here? So those are the songs that I've got. The one... Oh, I didn't do this one here in French. There's another one in French here. Now, look, slowly but surely, when you then have learned the song, and yesterday I tested this one here with Dora and Reno. We sang Historia de un Amor. Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón. Y en el alma solo tengo soledad, y si ya no puedo verte, porque odies me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más. Siempre fuiste la razón de mi existir, adorarte para mí fue religión. En tus besos encontraba el calor que me brindabas, el amor y la pasión. Es la historia de un amor como no hay otro igual, que me hizo comprender todo el bien, todo el mal, que le dio luz a mi vida, apagándola después. Ay, qué vida tan oscura, si tu amor no viviré. Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón, y en el alma solo tengo soledad. Y si ya no puede verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más. Es la historia de un amor como no hay otro igual, que me hizo comprender todo el bien, todo el mal, que le dio luz a mi vida, apagándola después. Ay, qué vida tan obscura, si tu amor no viviré. Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón, y en el alma solo tengo soledad. Y si ya no puedo verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más, sufrir más, sufrir más. Now, notice, I've learned that, I can do it, and that's what a lot of the singers do. They practice for months on end, because that's what's happened with this particular song. And you also get the pronunciation. Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón, y en el alma solo tengo soledad. Y si ya no puedo verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más. So I had to learn that the C is it's pronounced like an S, hacerme, etc. So that's one of the songs for Spanish. And now, what did I want to do? Yes, page 51. Let's have a look here. We're doing, what are we doing here? Yes. Oh, I see. It's not, it's, yes. Please bear with me. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. We continue now with the F words, Okay, so we'll start again. La cara, that's the face. La fábrica, factory. Desmayarse, faint, desmayarse, the faint. Fea, la feria, that's a fight. La feria. Fair, blonde, rubio, if you learn the adjective. False teeth, los dientes postizos. Notice los dientes postizos, they put the false after the noun in Spanish. It's a bit like in Italian. Fall, caer, to fall. Caer is a first conjugation verb. Family, la familia. Fa, lejos. Fea, el billete. Fam, la finca. Further, más lejos. Fashion, la moda. Fast, rápido. Fat, gordo. Fada, el padre. Fault, la culpa. February, febrero. To feel, sentir. To fetch, buscar. Fever, la fiebre. Few, pocos. Field, el campo. Fig, el higo. To fill, llenar. First conjugation verb. Like filling the glass with wine. The filling of the tooth. El empaste, good one. Film of a camera film. El carrete. Film for cinema. La película. To find, alar. Yo alo. Tú alas, elas ala. Nosotros helamos, vosotros elamaste, etc. I've got to learn the first conjugation verb. Fine, la multa. Finga, el dedo. Finish, to finish. Acabar. But in English it's a third conjugation. Here, it's one of the conjugations. But the only one in English is one. There's no first, second, or third. So, but in Spanish there is. Acabar. Finished, acabado. Fire, el fuego. First, primero. First class, la primera clase. Fish, el pescado. Fish, pescar. Fisherman, el pescador. Fishmongers, la pescadería. Fit, santar. To fit. Flag, la bandera. Flat, level. Lano. Flat, el apartamento. Fight, el vuelo. Flint, la piedra. Flood, la inundación. Floor, el piso. Floor show, el espectáculo. Flores, la tienda de flores. It's quite a long one, this one here, but I'm going to do them. I'm going to do them all. Flower, la flor. Fly, la mosca. To fly, volar. That's another verb, volar. To follow, seguir. That's a third conjugation in Spanish. Full, la comida. Food. La comida. Food poisoning, la intoxicación. Foot, el pie. Football, el fútbol. Footpath, el camino. Forehead, la frente. Forest, la selva. forget, olvidar, first conjugation verb. Yo olvido de venir a escuela no, sábado. Fork, el tenedor. Forward, adelante. Fracture, la fractura. Fragile, fragile. France, Francia. Free, libre. French, Francis. Francis, Frances. Fresh, fresco. Fresh water, el agua dulce. Friday, viernes. Fried, frito. Friend, el amigo. From, desde. In, front, frente. Frontier, la frontera. Frozen, congelado. Fruit, la fruta. Fruitrus, la frutería. Fruit juices, el zumo de fruta. Full, leno. Full board, la pensión completa. Funny, cómico. Fur, le pied. That's it. We've done the F words. Have we done the F now? Continue. Wow. Ooh, I fit that in as well. So here we got F words in Facebook. Well, we've done extra today. I'm in the mood this morning. What's happening, Tom? Let's have a look at the verbs, because I was going to do the songs. Yeah, El Cid. Oh, I got to read El Cid, but just let's do this one here. It's 12:20. We've got time. Say after me. Yo soy. Tú eres. Él es. Ella es. Usted es. Nosotros somos. Vosotros sois. Ellos son. Ellas son. Ustedes son. And that is I am, you are, he is, she is, you are. Polite. We are, you are. They are. Masculine and feminine. You are, plural. You are. No, ustedes son. Ellas son. Ellos son. So they've done we, they, and then you. Estar is another way to say to be, like I am. Yo estoy a casa, I am at home. Yo estoy, tú estás, él está, ella está, usted está, nosotros estamos, vosotros estáis, ellos están, ellas están, ustedes están. So again, I am, you are, he is, she is, you are polite, and then we are, they are, vosotros estáis is plural. Oh, I see. No, it's right. We are, yes, okay. Vosotros estáis, ellos están, ellas están, ustedes están. Tener, that's the ER one. Tengo, tienes, tiene. Tenemos, tenéis, tienen. So all verbs that end in ER. And we met quite a few. They all have the same conjugation in the present tense. So if we go to where we were before, let's see if we can do it. Yeah. Well, we had the F words. Find the flee, la feria. I'm trying to find to fall. Caer, to fall. So you say, yo cao. Tú caes. Él caes. No, bueno. Yo cao, tú caes, él cae. Nosotros caemos, vosotros ellos caen. So you've got to work it out. That's how it works. That's to fall. Let's find an easier one. Buscar, to fetch, buscar, okay? Yo busco, tú busques, él busque, nosotros busquemos, vosotros busquéis, ellos buscaen. We worked it out. That's how it, and then once you've got it, fetch me some water. Caes el agua. Caes el agua. Do it. Okay, well, that's enough for today with that one there. We've done quite a few, really. And now is the turn for El Cid. This is the reading part. Okay. Batalla contra Bukhar. Bukhar seems to have been one of the Abu Bakrs who lived during the time of the Cid. However, positive identification has not been established, so we don't know about this guy. Here de una mula saeta, the son of a bad doctrine. The reference is to the Islamic religion. The Moors were Mohammedans. Aladra is fictitious. That's one of the characters. So here we go. I'll do the same as I did with Compte Sympathique. I'll show you the words. And is that finished? Yes, it does. Okay. And I'm going to go easy, okay? So here we go. I hope you can see it. La vida en el Alcázar de Valencia volvió a lo normal después del cómico episodio del león. Pero entonces llegó un mensaje del rey Bukhar de Marruecos. Bukhar mandó que el Cid saliera de Valencia. El Cid respondió al mensajero al hijo de una mala secta que antes que pasen 3 días seré yo quien le pide cuentas. Muy angustios había oído a los infantes de Carrión expresar su miedo de entrar en batalla. Al enterarse, el Cid les dijo que no tenían que pelear. No obstante, al comenzar la batalla, los infantes fingieron ser campeones. Don Fernando, muy osado, se fue contra el moro a la drafa. Pero cuando el moro se detuvo para luchar, Fernando volvió las riendas con gran temor. Entonces Pedro Bermúdez venció a Al-Draf y dio el caballo del moro al infante diciendo: «Di a todos que tú ganaste este caballo. Yo seré testigo». Al saber el éxito de su yerno, el Cid se contentó mucho. La batalla entre los del Cid y los de Bukhar fue sangrienta. Don Jerónimo, después de haber matado 7 moros, se vio cercado de muchos más. El Cid les atacó con su espada, matando moros a diestra y siniestra. Mató 11 moros y rescató a su obispo. El rey Bucar, viéndose perdido, huyó en su famoso caballo a galope tendido. El Cid le dio alcance cerca del mar en su caballo Babieca, cuyo galope era aún más veloz. Alzó su espalda colada y le dio un fuerte golpe. Las rubias del yelmo de Bucar cayeron en la arena. Así el Cid ganó del rey Bucar la espada Tizón, que valía más de 1000 marcos. It's almost, this is a battle between, etc. It's almost there, really. Okay, well, that's it. That's my Spanish. You can see the reading of Spanish is actually improving as well, and picking up the words. And once you get the verbs under control, I should be able to write some sentences like you will. Welcome to Francis Gallo. You come right at the end. Now, this particular lesson needs to be revisited a few times because I haven't shown, the actual material in some parts. I've done it in just speaking. And therefore, because it's so technical, you need to go over it again, especially the prepositions one. And with the reading, you should read, in the morning and go through the nouns. Word bank is important. And then the verbs, within that will allow you to write in French or Spanish. Okay, on this note, thank you very much for coming on. And there are a lot of people coming on during the week as well. I thank them profusely. That'll be the thing of the future, of course. And for now, this is Tom Padula from TomPadulaTV on YouTube and Insegna Booksellers. Adios, au revoir. See you next week. Okay, ciao.